takes precedence over the state. This bill is a direct attack on our Second Amendment rights and places excessive burdens on responsible gun owners while failing to address the real causes of gun violence. So again, just think of that. That's really important just to remember. So that's our evergreen ledger, our legislative roundup. Let's jump into our crime and consequence section of the podcast today. Starting with House Bill 1274. House Bill 1274. This is one of the worst bills out there, I think, because it just undermines public safety as a whole. What is it? It retroactively changes sentencing laws, allows violent criminals to seek early release, and forces victims to relive their trauma while undermining the justice system. It grants resentencing opportunities for violent criminals. This includes convicted of serious or violent crimes such as armed robbery, assault, burglary, kidnapping, manslaughter. Allows convict felons whose sentences were increased due to juvenile offenses to seek resentencing. So it allows like those who committed these things as a juvenile to have their sentences reviewed as they become an adult and whatnot. Which you commit the crime, you do the time, right? You have to do what you're gonna do. Just because you want to appeal it, get out early is not fair. It's not fair to the victims. It's not fair to the families. It's not fair in anyone. You did the crime, you do the time. I don't care what age you are. If you have the goal to kill, you have the goal to spend your 25 to life in prison. No ifs, ands, or buts. So this completely ignores the rights and safety of victims. So undermines the justice system by reversing sentences that were negotiated and settled, often in plea agreements and considered victims' input. So it overburdens the court system and taxpayers. It creates a dangerous precedent for future sentencing rollback, and it does not ensure public safety. Resentencing is granted under a rebuttal presumption, meaning courts must assume an inmate deserves a reduced sentence unless proven otherwise. So it makes it prove that they need to stay in prison when they committed these violent crimes. Like they already were convicted and have the sentence. Let's not unwind that. Make sure that stays going forward because that's justice. That's accountability. We don't need to create violent criminals out on the street. It allows violent criminals to seek early release, forces victims to relive trauma by reopening long-settled cases, overwhelms courts and drains taxpayer resources, creates a dangerous precedent for future sentence reductions, and puts public safety at risk by reducing sentences for serious offenders. It's a reckless rollback of criminal sentencing that prioritizes convicted felons over victims and public safety.